Hi. Yeah, you see, now that I've got this right here, I know it looks terrible, but now that I've got some cake, life suddenly feels great. And that rhymes. Let's talk about the Villareal game in a little bit more detail. My last one was just my immediate reactions after this game. This one is also my immediate reactions after the game. But this video is more so I have cake. I'm in a better mood now. I know it's only been like 20 minutes after the game, but I'm in a better mood now. So let's talk about it a little bit, just a tiny little fraction, because I don't want to waste too much energy here. If I'm being completely honest, because the team doesn't deserve it. Yeah, that's really what the team doesn't deserve it. That's really what it boils down to. Like, honestly speaking, the team has played so bad. I can't remember the last time we played this bad. Honestly, I can't. Liverpool wasn't this bad. Liverpool, we were okay. Like, we had a strategy, a plan that could have worked, but it didn't. But we weren't as bad as we were today. I've never seen us be this unorganized as we have been today. Yum yum. But yeah, today was just, it's mostly disappointing. Like, I've never watched a Bayern game and felt, how do you describe it? It's not even like felt bad at the results. The result doesn't bother me too much. As I always say, like, you can have bad results, you can have good results. You know, football is football. You're not going to win every single game. That's not the point. But for me, the main thing is that we at least try every single game. And of course, players can have an off day. But when a whole team has an off day, that's when I really, really worry. And today, it wasn't just the whole team having an off day. It was the whole squad having an off day. Even the players that came in had an off day. And to me, that's very worrying. Which is why today's result was so disappointing. It was so disappointing. Like, if I think about it, right? Honestly, if I think about it, I want to say the last result that was this bad was, was it, what team did Douglas Costa used to play for? I want to say he didn't play for CSK. What was the team? I forgot. Oh. We're gonna Google this. Douglas Costa. He used to play. He plays for LA Galaxy right now, but no, he used to play for. Was it Sparta Moscow? Shakhtar Donetsk. Yes, I couldn't think of the team's name for some reason. Yeah, it was as bad as like the first leg against Shakhtar Donetsk, or even like the Porto game, which I always like to mention the Porto game because it's my favorite Champions League tie of all time, if I'm being completely honest. That and like the Real Madrid from 2012 are my two favorite Champions League ties, if I'm being completely honest, that we've played. But yeah, we were just bad. We were just bad, like very, very bad. And we didn't try. That's the worst part. Like when I can come out from a Bayern game, I haven't seen what Nagelsmann and co have said after the game. I maybe should have a look at what they've been saying after the game. But like when you come out of a game and you just feel like awful, like even the game against Gladbach where we got pumped 5-0, I didn't feel awful. Today I feel awful. And maybe it's because for some reason, like before the game I was a-okay. Now after the game I've got a headache, and I never get a headache from football, from watching football. Yeah. I think that says it all. I think that says it all. Me having a headache from a game, I think that to me at least says it all. Thomas Muller came out with a quote: "We'll take the 1-0 now. It could have been worse. We now have to gather ourselves for the second leg and fight back. We wanted it today, but somehow we couldn't. I don't know if the liveliness was missing today." I mean, yeah. Not from you especially as well, Thomas. Like, that's the thing. Like, I was saying on Twitter, if our two most consistent players in Kimmich and Müller are performing this bad, it's not just a individual players thing. It's a team and it's a squad thing. And then you had the Neuer thing as well. Oh my goodness. Like, Neuer, we should have conceded the second one, honestly, and that would have been a bad look on Neuer. And then like when Neuer came out with the sweeper keeper nonsense. I mean, I like the sweeper keeper, but like, since his time at Bayern, he's never produced nonsense. Today he produced nonsense. Lewandowski invisible as usual. But surprisingly, like all our wingers as well, Gnabry, you know, Coman, Sané were just bad. I mean, Gnabry and Sané were bad. Coman, you could at least say he tried, but my goodness, like today he evolved into like the crossman, not Coman, crossman, and like all his crosses went to the moon, and that's just frustrating. Because when you have like 50 crosses a game and all of them go to the moon, I don't like that at all, bro. Take your time. I know the game, it felt very erratic. We felt very erratic. It just didn't feel that good from us. But like, take your time, slow the game down, and then pick your spots. Now, we all know how this game is going to go, how this leg is going to go, how this tie is going to go. We lost the first one, 1-0. You know, and then the second leg, we're going to pump them 6-0 or some bullshit like that, and everyone's going to forget about this first leg, and I don't like it. Because we're turning into, I want to say Pep Bayern, but under Pep Bayern, at least, you know, I don't know, at least we didn't get outplayed. Today, we got outplayed badly. Like we got outplayed badly away from home. So here's my thoughts. At the end of the day, playing Davis was a risk. I would not have taken that risk at all. But Nagelsmann did. Okay. Müller, atrocious. Kimmich, defensively, he was very, very good. Like, defensively, he was very, very... I mean, I'm just looking at some stats. Let me just look at some stats for you, ladies and gentlemen. And these are up to stats, by the way. So, you know, things may change throughout the night, so on and so forth. But just looking at some of the stats, you know, he won 3 tackles, won 7 duels, lost 1 duel. But here's a very worrying thing. He lost possession 20 times and won possession only 3 times. 2 interceptions, that's pretty decent. And for me, this right here is a worrying part because this isn't Kimmich-like. Accurate passes, 79. Missed passes, 11. That's a lot of missed passes for Kimmich. But as I said, defensively he was solid. He tried, you know, attempted assists 5. That's pretty decent as well. But like he just wasn't his usual self. Like you could tell that it felt like there was a lack of calmness in the squad, and it's just a worrying game, honestly. But I'm not too worried because we have the second leg. But I'm worried because it's the story of the season. Like, alright, do you want to know the real reason why I stopped making YouTube videos? Last season, I was only ranting. This season, it felt like I was going to be only ranting. So that's why I was like, nah. I saw the signs early and I was like, you know what, I'm out. I don't want this to be a ranting channel. And that's the real reason why I stopped making videos. And I thought this would, you know, I think I said this as well. I expect us to suffer. I expect us to suffer for a long time. And I don't like to rant. Actually, I do like to rant, but I also don't like to rant. It's kind of like double-edged sword. Like in certain moments, I do like to rant, and other moments, I don't like to rant. I've made plenty of rant videos on this channel, which I then just delete it like after it being up for like 5 to 10 minutes. Because I like to rant in the moment. I like to just speak my mind in the moment. But like once I've actually calmed down, I'm like, actually that's kind of silly. Let's take that down. So that's why like. And there's plenty of videos that have now been deleted from this channel that, you know, at one point were, I mean, much so like when I was doing videos much earlier, like in 2014, 2015-ish, a lot more back then, not so much, you know, now. Now I just don't really care, I just leave the videos up. But, yeah, it's just what it is, it's just what it is, innit? Game was trash, the players played trash. I feel sorry for all the fans that travelled there, honestly. All the fans that traveled there, hey, you lot, hey, all I'm gonna say is, you lot got played for fools. Unfortunately, you lot got played for fools. The team didn't even show up. I mean, you lot showed up, but the team didn't show up. That's just, I feel sorry for y'all. Honestly, I really do. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, just my overall thoughts. Villareal defended in a 4-for-2, and we couldn't break that down. You see, my issue with that is we've been playing against 4-for-2 defenses for years in the Champions League, There wasn't anything special. There was just a lack of midfield to attack. That's what I'm saying. Müller was so instrumental in us losing today and us not creating much today, because I feel like he wasn't on the pitch. I think, in my halftime talk, I don't know what Nagelsmann's halftime talk was, but mine would have been, again, here goes my headache, but mine would have been Müller needs to drop deeper rather, to create some sort of space. Musiala needs to move a little bit further forward, and then have Kimmich drop further back as well. So you essentially have a straight line with our wingers. That's kind of how I would have gone about it, because it just felt like there was something missing connecting our midfield to attack, and it didn't help that Musiala would try dribbling pointlessly further back. And in the second half it was better, because obviously he played as a number 10. But in the first half, pointless dribbling further back, and that didn't really help. And then once Goretzka came in, we actually had some muscle in midfield. We actually had some patience. But I also feel like Goretzka didn't get too much into the game either. I felt like, if he had a few more games, maybe 3 more games under his belt, maybe even just one full 90-minute game under his belt, so he'd look significantly better. But as a whole, very disappointed by our wingers. Lewandowski, again, I don't expect much, honestly. I shouldn't say this. Lewandowski, went missing. What a shame. Let's leave it at that. Müller, I'm surprised how that he went missing. Kimmich had a decent game, but not an amazing game. Just far from his best, but just an okay game. Musiala, I'm disappointed by, considering how high I value Musiala. But then again, I don't think he should play in midfield. I think he should be in at number 10, but that's a different story for a different time. I feel like we're doing the same mistake with Musiala that I made a video about previously with Kimmich, where he was playing as a right back, and I was like, I don't want him to be in the right back, and ultimately he didn't. Ultimately he then became moved into midfield, and I hope we're not doing that with Musiala. I hope we're actually playing him further forward, where he shines best, whether it's on the wings or as a number 10. My defense, for what it's worth, was okay. It wasn't bad or anything. It was okay. Neuer, an awful game from him. I don't think I've seen him this bad in a while. But yeah, overall, that's just my thoughts on the game. Now let me eat my cake. Enjoy my cake. I know, as I said, I know it looks like a mess, but I promise you, it tastes nice. All right. I promise you, it tastes nice. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see all of you in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out, and as always,